Morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. Just a quick one. This is not financial advice. Probably some swear words. Definitely not a polished script. Not an instructional video, just an update for the Discord crew. But the links are in the bottom if you want to join in. If you're going to shit can me, you're going to get bored pretty quick because I won't be listening. So what I first want to do is touch on the fact that yesterday Sniper Club was disbanded, if that's what you call. That's a very sad event, I guess. And that's where I started my trading journey. So it's been a pretty important part of my life for the last 12 months, I guess, 9 months maybe. But anyway, moving forward, I'm glad to see some of you have come across, and I thank you very much. You'll only get out of this group what you put in. But I'm happy to have you here. You can tag along, join in. Hopefully you'll want to learn the system and move forward, but it's entirely up to you. No, I'm not going to try and sell it or anything. It's just a case of I like to trade prop firms, and that's what I do. I trade prop firms only because I lost all my money in that last bull run. I think like October 10 hurt a lot of people. And unfortunately, I was probably one of the victims as well. So I now trade prop firms, and that's all I do all day, every day. I love it. That's my new life. Okay. All right. So let's get on with it. So welcome to all the new members, Sniper Club and others, because there is some from other groups as well. Maybe they're in both. More than likely, I'd say. But anyway, we'll get on with it. This is just a quick update. So yesterday, if you watch yesterday's update, you'll see that we'd seen the bulls had reclaimed the chart, and I'd flipped very bullish. And we went through this here yesterday, where the bulls reclaimed it with the sequence here, and straight away it's just pushed straight up. So it claimed that liquidity in this vector candle. Now it's done this liquidity in this vector candle, and we're heading for supply. So does that mean we're going to push through supply? Maybe. Does that mean we're going to come back down? Maybe. There's always liquidity both ways. So right now the chart is set for the easiest liquidity is above. I kind of had a target of around 84, I think it was, to start with. Yeah, so 81.3, and then 87 is possible, just given the vectors. So vector here, supply there, it all matches up. And the way the stock market's traveling, if we're following the Nasdaq at all, we're going to creep up slowly with it. So it's good. So I'm still bullish just today. I haven't seen anything that's showing me bearish. The bias is long, the high time frame. We've now got bullish pressure back again, which is good. So the 1 hour is our direction, and the direction is clearly up, breaking structure to the upside, and we're just continuing on. And the best part is we've got a perfect retest here on the 1 hour, perfect retest and bounce. So what the problem is, we've got a long bias here. We've got high bullish pressure. What the problem is here is no follow through, and we're getting that with weekend volume. But remember, there's weekend rules apply. Weekend rules are in, I'm not sure what part of the Discord they're in, but they're there somewhere. It's just basically retests aren't as clean, pullbacks aren't as reclaims aren't as strong. So they can be a bit relaxed because the books are thinner on the weekends. So this structure is telling me direction is up. We're breaking structure to the upside. Like I said, on the 4 hour, it looks like it's breaking to the downside. But here, this sequence has reclaimed it for the bulls. So that was bearish, and we were bearish. And I was bearish all last week, all the way down to here. As soon as we had this sequence here, I flipped bullish, and that was yesterday afternoon when I did the update. I think it was, that was when I did the update there. And look exactly what happened. So the structure played out perfectly. The bulls taken ownership of the chart. and they're moving up to get this liquidity, one would think. So that's where I'm trading to. So I'm looking for continuation, and I'm getting that on the 1 hour, which is the directional. We've broken, we've retested, so we're ready to move on. The follow through is the volume. So market makers will have the full run of the books. You can see there's liquidity scattered in the candles to the downside, but all there really is to the upside now is this candle here. So is it going to get it, and is it going to continue, or is that it with the follow through? Or are we going to have a deeper pullback than the 1 hour zone? But just remember, bulls are allowed to go up and down if they own the chart, and bears can go up and down if they own the chart, but bears can't just take over the chart. You'll need to do the modules to understand and learn that. So 15-minute time frame, move these other ones. We're looking neutral. So that's Saturday morning, I guess. We've made a little bull flag. And for those of you who've been around for a while, you'll know that when I see a bull flag like this drop to the bottom, that turns me instantly bullish. So what that is the bull flag. It's created it. It's changed the hands. It's come down for a liquidity grab, and off we go. And that is a perfect example of it. That's how I see it structurally. If you don't agree with me, oh well, bad luck. I'm not too bothered, but I'll show you. And this is purely structure based. It's not my hoodoo, voodoo shit, whatever you want to call it. So there's our little flag, and there's our pole. Right? They all say, oh yeah, it'll extend the same way as the pole. But a true bull flag won't form under high time frame supply, which it's well under. If it forms it at high time frame supply, it's a trap. But if it forms it here, in the middle of the range, it'll generally come down, clean out some liquidity, and pop off. Now, if it gets follow through on volume, which is not going, it will then use the distance of the flag and be a proper bull flag for a proper continuation, not just a liquidity grab. So you can see what they've actually achieved. And this backs up my theory. And well, it's not a theory, it's how structure plays. But this bull flag break to the downside. They're all vectors. Look where the candle ended, right at this vector. What is this vector? This vector is a breaker candle. It broke the structure. So that is a breaker reclaim. This is close enough to a retest for a weekend, this here. Right? But that candle has been created to get the liquidity, come down, reclaim the breaker, push off. It's getting acceptance. We're getting higher highs and higher lows, but we're not getting follow through. And follow through is the main part of where you can fail or blow accounts. If you're not getting follow through, but you're following the system, if you're not controlling your risk, you will blow your account for sure. However, we've got a really good reaction here at this breaker structure. And those of you who are new, it's color coded. So purple's 15-minute, 1 hour's white, and 4 hours green. Same matches the timer, and the timer is what I live by. So this is what I mean by retests on weekends are not accurate. It's not an accurate retest, but what it is, it's a reaction, and a reaction just shows intent. No follow through, which we did get some follow through, which is good. We didn't get a great deal. I'm not liking the look of it as yet, but I'm still positioned long until proven otherwise, and that's my main mantra. I have a bias until proven wrong. Once I'm proven wrong, I flip bias. There's no egos in this system. You've either got it or you haven't. You've read it right or you haven't. You've traded right or you haven't. And you need to minimize your risk to stay funded and keep everything super tight. I can go through all that stuff with you in Zooms. More than happy to help you out. I know a lot of you are not using my link, obviously, but I'm still here to support you guys because that's what this is about. I want people to pass bit funded challenges, and I'm having success with this method. Granted, it's not overnight success. You've got to work at it and control your risk. So I've had a couple of people already pass challenges, multiple challenges, which is great. And yeah, I'd love to meet you all. So come and join in the Zooms, and we can talk about it. However, I'm positioned long. We're not getting much support from my bullshit meter. And those are new. My bullshit meter is BNB because it normally tells me whether Bitcoin's talking shit or not. If it's running, we know that the move's real. If it's not running, Bitcoin's just going up for a liquidity grab. So don't get trapped in all the other alts. That's how I look at it. And I try to trade it as often as possible. So I'm aligned with everything else. It helps me with my bias. But you'll also note that it is Bitcoin driven and Ethereum is not really performing that well either. But you can see BNB's broken structure to the downside. We've got a breaker candle. We haven't got a full reclaim of the breaker. So bears don't own this at all. Sorry, bears own it. The bulls haven't taken it back at all. But weekend rules. We'll see what happens. So that's high time frame. 1 hour down, so it's still down. It hasn't made a move. If it's going to make a move, it will in its own pace. But because it's just waiting, I just think Bitcoin's just doing a liquidity grab, and further downside is in play. But for this weekend, so far, I'm bullish. Ethereum, same deal, really. It managed to break structure yesterday, so it's pushed up above. It's pushed up above on the 1 hour, which is directional. 4 hour is bias. Bias is down. Bulls haven't reclaimed it, I don't think. No breaker reclaim. Oh, breaker reclaim, but no retest. I want to see a retest here on this line for Ethereum. So that's where I'll be looking at a position for Ethereum, right there on that line. So it will either be long or short. I don't know yet. But if it's long in line with my bias, we've got some liquidity up there. It's a 10-to-1 on a high time frame chart. That's pretty damn good. So that liquidity in that vector is what I'd be expecting it to take if it's going to bust through this supply and have a bullish weekend. So I'm on the lookout for that. I'm not in it. I'm on the lookout. I think I have a scout size position. No, I must have closed that last night. Oh, we'll see. I'll have a look in some of the challenges. But 1 hour Ethereum, it's breaking structure to the upside, so it's showing intent. It's gone above that 4 hour line. So if you look at it from this perspective, just to give you an idea, there's the 1 hour. You can see the 4 hour in the hierarchy. 4 hour wins. 1 hour is second, and 15-minute is bronze. So we've now moved into this 4 hour zone. So we're actually trading inside this range for now. If we break through here, we're now trading between this line and here. But that's the 1 hour levels, all explained in the strategy. But I can go through little bits with you in the Zoom. So Ethereum's showing intent. Again, there's another bull flag broken to the downside. What did it do? It got the liquidity out of that candle. Straight away, up we go. Without follow through, we'll turn around and print a big red one here. But I'm not positioned. I'm neutral at the moment. Long bull pressure, average bull pressure. For 4 hour, it still says short, so it hasn't been proven otherwise. Okay, the bulls haven't reclaimed the structure yet. Neutral, 15-minute, we're kind of long, so that shows us we're moving in the other direction. We're above the 4 hour. We've broken 1 hour. 15 minutes making higher highs and higher lows. We're moving forward. So let's have a look. We'll wait and see. I want to retest. I really want to retest. Either a 15-minute retest, which would look like this, to reclaim the structure. That's the breaker. There's no reclaim of it yet. And a retest. So maybe come down here or here to the 4 hour retest, get my long in, just take a scout because it's a weekend, low risk on weekends, guys. And if it runs, good. Don't chase it. We don't chase here. We wait for confirmation. So some things, but just took an entry in this one, so it might be a little bit late, but The best part, I've done the update now, is because we're just about to print a new 4-hour candle. So any positions I've taken, they're all scouts. They're all just tiny. You'll get to know me that I manage risk with every single trade. I will keep the risk minimal, and that's how you pass challenges. Jump in Zoom and we can go through it. I'll save that for there. But what I was going to say, this 4-hour new 4-hour candle is about to print. So what do we got? 7 minutes. That's why I wanted to get this done. I'm looking to see a pop through here, maybe rejection, or a pop, 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 off we go. And then we can look at some alts, but have a look and see what tickles your fancy. I've taken a small position here on Solana, basically because of this reaction here, close enough to demand. I waited for it's in an uptrend, so I waited for the breaker structure to the downside, a reaction at fine demand. So we created the demand there. Now we've got a push off. We've got acceptance above here. We've reclaimed the breaker and we've retested there. So I entered on this candle here. It's gone up, acceptance, come back, claimed liquidity, failed the retested again. So that's double confirmation, but no follow through yet. I'm hoping we get follow through with this next 4-hour candle. If that doesn't make sense, jump in the Zoom with me. But that's our system. It's that easy. And look, we've got high highs and high lows. We're ready to go. But tiny position, low risk, weekend rules, vector right there. So I'm just targeting that. All the little wins stack. I've got a calculator that does all the position sizes for you. Just double click on it, put in your account balance, type in the, what was it, 179, risk level 3, leverage 5 with Bitfunded and Tradeify. Bang. That's a $3,000 position with the $27 risk. Simple. That's on a 15K account. If you're on a 5K account, you'd go 1. That's a $1,000 position. Max loss, $9. You got a position size of $5,000, man. If you're going to do it on a 10K account, you'd put risk level at 2. Okay. $18 risk, $2,000 margin, $10,000 position. Laughing. That's the calculator. Anyway. Let's jump in Zoom and trade. I'm going to be sitting in Zoom all day. I want to see some retests and get some entries. Yeah, let's go.